The appearance of the human mind on our planet is a mystery, the answer to which has been sought for thousands of years. How did life appear on Earth? This question has been occupying the minds of scientists and philosophers for a long time. There are many theories and hypotheses that try to answer it, but none of them has a complete and definitive proof. Today, a lot has been written about the origin of man, but the question still remains open. There are endless disputes between science and religion, to which fans of secret knowledge and supporters of alien settlement of the Earth have recently been added. Humans are the dominant species on the planet. The smartest of us study space and provide answers to questions that were considered unsolvable 200 years ago. However, we still cannot solve the main mystery, the origin of Homo sapiens. There are many theories about the origin of man. Here are some of them. According to the version of the English scientist Charles Darwin, humans descended from monkeys. It was a long evolutionary development. In his scientific writings, Darwin relied on the fact that the body structure of humans and primates is very similar. Their movements, gestures, and facial expressions also have similarities. A monkey, like a human, can show various kinds of emotions, be it joy, shame, empathy. Darwin argued that the first humans appeared as a result of the evolution of primates and as a new species significantly surpassed their progenitors in development. Others prove the alien origin of mankind. Followers of this theory claim that humans are not the only intelligent beings in space. There are alien civilizations in other galaxies, thanks to which earthly humanity appeared. This version has many so-called sub-theories. According to one of them, the ancestors of man are the inhabitants of other planets. According to another, the human race was artificially created by aliens for some purpose. And the most fantastic one says that humans are a product of crossing the genome of aliens and terrestrial primates created for exploitation. According to the latter theory, each person is, in fact, a slave who is not given to understand his true purpose and origin. Of course, the version about aliens is somewhat implausible, but it is very popular with film directors and science fiction writers. Similar to the doctrine of ancient civilizations, this version completely denies Darwin's theory, arguing that man could not have appeared as a result of evolution. Scientists who adhere to this concept claim that previously there were developed cultures on planet Earth. However, the apocalypse occurred. All the knowledge and achievements of ancient civilizations have sunk into oblivion. As proof of their claims, proponents of the theory cite the example of Egyptian pyramids, as well as similar structures in Latin American countries. The mystery of the pyramid's construction is still unknown, and even cutting-edge technologies cannot recreate the principle of building these structures. It is quite possible that ancient people knew who a person was, where he came from, and why he came to Earth. World religions offer their own version of the origin of people. According to religious writings, man and all living things on Earth were created by God. The scenario of creating life on Earth is identical in many creeds. Their basic postulates are also similar. Do not sin, help those in need, do good deeds, and take care of his neighbors. This theory is highly controversial, but most of the world's population adheres to this version. Others believe that humans have come out of the universe. This theory is very difficult to understand. She does not refute previous versions. On the contrary, it unites them, supplementing them with new facts. Its main postulates are formulated as follows. There is energy on Earth that is not visible to the human eye. Thoughts and dreams are material. When they get to the central point of the universe, they take on a material form, and then return to Earth. All the thoughts that the human brain produces exist in parallel spaces. According to this version, there are several layers of reality in space, or as they are also called, worlds. But physicists will not come to a consensus about their exact number. Some believe that there are 3 of them. Others have decided that there are 9 realities in total. Well, there are those who think that there are endless worlds. Different versions are put forward about the origin and principle of interaction of such worlds. The most common version: the time interval of our reality branches into an infinite number of other segments. The past, present, and future exist simultaneously, only in different planes. Recently, a new theory has emerged that offers a radically new perspective on the origin of life. This theory is called the chemical Big Bang theory, and it claims that life did not arise gradually, but suddenly, as a result of a huge release of energy and matter that occurred on Earth about 4 billion years ago. This ejection was caused by the collision of the Earth with another celestial body, which could be a planet or comet. During this collision, a huge crater was formed on Earth, in which the temperature reached several thousand degrees, and the pressure was so high that water turned into a supercritical liquid capable of dissolving any substances. Complex chemical reactions took place in this crater, which led to the formation of organic molecules such as amino acids, nucleotides, sugars and fats. These molecules could combine into more complex structures capable of self-organization, self-maintenance and self-reproduction. Thus, life could have arisen as a result of a single event that changed the course of Earth's history. The theory of the chemical Big Bang was proposed in the year 2016 by a group of scientists from America, Great Britain and Australia who studied the geology and chemistry of the early Earth. They drew attention to the fact that there are many craters on Earth that indicate collisions with other celestial bodies in the past. One of these craters is the Young crater in South Africa, which has a diameter of about 70 kilometers and an age of about 3,900,000,000 years. This crater was formed as a result of the impact of an asteroid or comet, which had a diameter of about 10 kilometers and a mass of about 10 to the 15th degree of kilograms. At this impact, about 10^23 degree joules of energy were released, which is equivalent to the explosion of 10 billion megatons of TNT. It was so powerful that global warming occurred on Earth, which lasted about 1,000 years. In the Young crater, the temperature reached 4,000 degrees Celsius, and the pressure was so high that water turned into a supercritical liquid, which has the properties of both gas and liquid, and can dissolve any substances. Complex chemical reactions took place in this supercritical water, which led to the formation of organic molecules such as amino acids, nucleotides, sugars and fats. These molecules could combine into more complex structures capable of self-organization, self-maintenance and self-reproduction. Thus, life could have originated in the Young crater, which then spread throughout the planet. The theory of the big chemical explosion is based on several proofs that indicate that collisions with other celestial bodies occurred on Earth, and that organic molecules could form as a result of these collisions. One such evidence is the presence of craters on the Earth's surface, which have different ages and sizes. Some of these craters correspond to the time when, according to scientists, life on Earth originated, that is, about 4 billion years ago. In addition, traces of organic molecules such as hydrocarbons, amino acids and nucleotides have been found in some craters, which could have been synthesized as a result of chemical reactions in supercritical water. Another proof is the presence of carbon-13 and nitrogen-15 isotopes in ancient rocks, which indicate that organic molecules were present on Earth, which could have been introduced from other celestial bodies or formed as a result of chemical reactions. Another argument in support of the theory is the presence of zircons in ancient rocks, which indicate that there was water on Earth 400 million years ago, which created the conditions for chemical evolution. And finally, the presence of ancient microfossils can be considered a weighty proof, which indicate that the simplest forms of life existed on Earth already 3.5 billion years ago, which coincides with the time when collisions with other celestial bodies occurred. These microfossils are imprints or remnants of bacteria, algae, and other microorganisms that may have lived in water or on land. They have been found in different parts of the world such as Australia, South Africa, Canada and Iceland. They show that life on Earth was diverse and adapted to different conditions. However, they do not allow us to conclude how these microorganisms originated and where they got their genetic information from. The chemical Big Bang theory has important implications for the search for life in space, as it suggests that life may arise as a result of rare and extreme events that may occur on other planets. This means that life may not be as common in the universe as we thought, and that in order to detect it, we need to look not only for planets that look like Earth, but also for planets that have traces of collisions with other celestial bodies. It also means that life can be very different in shape and chemistry, depending on which organic molecules were formed as a result of the chemical Big Bang. For example, life may not be based on DNA, but on other types of molecules that can store and transmit information. Or life may not be based on carbon, but on another element, such as silicon, which can also form complex compounds. Thus, the theory of the chemical Big Bang expands our understanding of what life is and where to look for it.